Hello and good evening, wonderful people, wonderful souls. Welcome. It's Monday again. And let's take a moment to breathe in and out consciously. Bring ourselves here and now, feeling everything that is happening these days. As I'm talking to you live right now at 7:30 p.m. GMT time. The moon is in her black phase. She already got out of Cancer and she's into Leo, where she's going to turn new, where she's going to meet the sun somewhere tomorrow night. It's a transition of the moon from water to fire as we are speaking. This weekend might have brought a lot of emotional things to you to the surface. These are the watery Cancer waters, the emotional Cancer waters. And right now we are feeling the shift of the energy with the moon going into fiery Leo. We are being asked to turn on our personal power, to turn on our inner sun, inner light. We are being asked to come back to our center that is made out of light. And of course, this is not necessarily easy all the time. But this is how I interpret it. And with everything that I'm sensing and that is happening these days in my life and in the life of those around me, it's like a constant reminder for us to find our center, no matter what the decisions we need to take are, no matter what the unexpected is giving us, no matter what other people are doing, what situations are coming our way. It's always an invitation to come back to center and to realize that we are co-creating this reality. We are not in a position of being victims, neither soul creators, neither gods. It's a co-creation. This is how I like to see it. And also today, as we are speaking, Mercury, it's meeting with the Sun. It's making its superior conjunction. And this means messages, unexpected messages, bringing light to what is the message or what are the messages that are coming to us and what are the messages that we are given. So in this meeting, it's like the sun, it's shining all its light on Mercury. So we are able to see all that the messenger is carrying, all the way that the messages are given, the way that we are receiving it, how are we translating in our own world what we are receiving from outside, and how is it that we are transmitting to the outside what we are feeling inside. And as we move along in the next couple of days, we are still going to be in this Leo fiery energy, changing dynamics. And the new moon is going to come, is going to start sprouting. It's a good time to plant intentions and to let go of the old, remembering here that endings and beginnings are always coming together. There's no such place as an ending being separated from a new beginning. They always come together. So everything that you are seeing in your lives right now that it's coming to an end, let it go. Have those conversations, give away those clothes, change houses, leave the job, whatever it's needed for you to let go, trusting that the new is opening, the new is right there around the corner, and everything that we can do is trust into this unknown and place our intentions as lighthouses that then they can guide us to always come back to our center, always asking ourselves, what is it that is my intention here? In what I communicate, in what I do, in what I feel, in what I transmit to others, in what I create with my hands or with the power of my thoughts. After the fiery new moon, the sun is going to go into Virgo this week. So we are changing also solar signs, solar energies by the end of the weekend. And the moon is also going to go into Virgo. So by the end of the week, we have this both shifts of energy into grounding Virgo, bringing us back to Earth. It's a very good combination, right? From mixing with the emotional waters of Cancer, then giving birth to a new self that wants to be seen, wants to express itself, wants to put the creativity out there into the world, and then coming back into Virgo, into earthly Virgo that has the capacity to take those intentions and put it into action. By the time that we meet again, the moon will be transitioning into Libra, and we are going to talk next week about what that means. Nevertheless, if after the grounding Virgo, you find yourself wanting to go out there and talk to people and be social, it's the Libra calling us out of the integration and the grounding that the Virgo brings. Talking about integration, I have a new obsession. It's the integration game. It's a board card that it's made for personal development and inner exploration. I'm going to show how the board looks for you. It's like this. It is navigating the masculine and the feminine in this infinite dance in between the moon and the sign and the sun. And it's working on 7 different areas of our lives. It has in total 420 questions and statements that are made to explore, to open up, and to integrate and come within. There are sessions online that I facilitate, both in English and Romanian. And I'm really excited right now with this game because it's like a new tool that I'm using to keep on exploring. And actually, if I showed it to you, maybe I'm going to keep it open. So at the end, when I draw the cards, I also draw some integration cards from the game to see what the game has to tell us. Now, enough with the talking. Let's connect a little bit with ourselves and practice together this capacity to go back to the center. As I feel that the energy of this week is starting with a lot of challenges and with a lot of things that can have the potential to pull us out of our center, only to remind us to go back within. So find a comfortable place, sitting. The back is straight. If you have some support, that's awesome. I always try to have a pillow at my back. And you can close your eyes if you feel safe to do so, or you can find a point in the horizon in front of you where you can start gazing with the eyes half closed. And we immediately jump into the awareness of the breath, inhaling and exhaling a little bit deeper than normally. And my invitation is always to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, allowing like this the jaw to relax and allowing the vibration, a sound, a sigh to come out, helping ourselves in this continuous dance in between letting go and letting in. And we bring our awareness in our solar plexus, in our diaphragm, in our stomach. If you feel like you can place one hand or both hands, one on top of the other, on your diaphragm, on your stomach, on this very specific point of our body that separates the thoracic cavity, the lungs, and the heart from all the other inner organs, the stomach, the liver, the pancreas. It is here in this diaphragm that we can feel the power of our breath, and it's through the power of our breath that we give life to our inner fire. This is also the place that in the Hindu tradition we have situated our third chakra, our third energetic point, the solar plexus, the place where our power resides, the place where our fire resides, the place where all this chemical transformation of the fire takes place. Remembering that our stomach is a place that it's acid and has the power to transform everything that we eat in nutrients, in fuel for our day-to-day activity. But this inner fire that stands for a healthy digestion and for a healthy inner power, inner will, needs air in order to breathe and needs space in order to express itself. So we try to bring our breath all the way in our pelvis, inner belly, stomach, diaphragm, all opening, expanding with our inhalation. And gently contracting with the exhalation. And with our mind's eye, we can visualize this place of light, of heat. We can visualize the throne of our inner power. We can call to ourselves an image of ourselves that is confident, that is centered, that is standing in power with humbleness, grounded, authentic, and nevertheless with the chin held up high, with the back straight, with the chest open, always coming back to our own center. And the paradox of this part of our body is that even if here we can find one of our most powerful places, it's also one of the parts of our body that is soft, that is not protected by any bone, just flesh, just muscles, and that is open, vulnerable towards the world. So we straighten our spine and we try to expand the front side of our trunk, opening lower belly, upper belly, chest and shoulders. And just allowing ourselves to feel or to ask ourselves, what does it mean to feel powerful? What does it mean to stand in our center? What does it mean to keep our inner fire alive? And together, let's take 3 complete cycles of breath with this awareness of our diaphragm, solar plexus, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, making a pause in between inhalation and exhalation, and the best you can letting sound vibration come out when you exhale. So we inhale, we inhale again. And for the third time, and we bring our hands together in front of our heart, bowing our head to our inner wisdom, to our inner fire. And in your own time, slowly opening the eyes, moving the parts of the body that need to be moved, and coming back here and now. And using this energy, as we talked about the solar plexus chakra, it's a chakra that has its color yellow. And this amazing integration game has different cards, different decks of cards in different colors. Here are. So I already took the yellow one, the one that represents our chakra, and I'm going to pick a card. It's a deck that usually has questions. And we are going to allow ourselves to receive this question with no need of giving an answer right now, just with the ability to listen deep inside of us. What is the sensation, the direction, the feeling that this question is moving inside of us? And two cards jumped while I was shuffling, so I take it as a sign. And it's not questions that came out, it's just phrases for us to fill in. And in my opinion, it's a very Leo kind of fill in the blanks phrase, because it's this energy of the Leo, and the new moon it's forming in Leo, that is bringing back to us our inner child, our inner creativity, our inner power of looking at life in a wonderful way and seeing the miracle of creation in every single detail. And the phrase that we can fill in the blanks is, being childish when you are 40 is. Being childish when you are 40 is. And I think you can change this statement based on the age that you find yourself. Being childish when you are whatever age is. And the other phrase to counterbalance this one, it's a phrase that is addressed to both genders, men and women, and is asking us to fill in this first part of a phrase, which is, men have to, or women have to. And with this invitation for you to take in, what does it mean for you to be childish when you are older, and what does it mean for what men have to or women have to? I'm also going to ask for a guiding light from the deck of the Divine Feminine. Asking, what do we need to see? What do we need to be remembered of? What do we need to be assisted with in this process? One more spiral of the moon. of death and rebirth, of letting go and setting new intentions, of reinventing ourselves over and over again. So I took two cards, one from the bottom and one from the top, one for letting go and one for new intentions, for new way. And for the letting go, we are reminded by Ananda Mahima that we are our own guru. We know the self that never changes. So it's an invitation to go back to our center, even in this process of letting go. And for the invitation of opening new paths, of planting new intentions with this new moon, we have the white buffalo calf woman, which says, "My heart is a compass, the path of love is true abundance." It's uniting here two very different traditions. This is India and this is North America, from east to east, from east to west and from west to east, knowing that the messages of all the great gurus and saints and sacred people that walk this earth was always the same. Trust what's here, always come back to the heart, always come back to this energy inside that never changes and that we can use as a compass. Wishing you many, many blessings for this upcoming new moon. May you be able to find your center no matter what the unexpected is bringing to you, no matter what the unknown is throwing in your way. Wishing you love, center, power, and groundness. And I'll see you next Monday.